everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze. It is Tuesday. It's Whiskey Day. It's also the first full week of National Bourbon Month, so make sure you
drink a lot of bourbon.
Yeah, drink a lot of bourbon or whiskey or, whatever. But drink responsibly. Hopefully you are having a great start to the fall. I know I am. The weather's broke. It's raining a lot. My kind of weather. I just needed to be a little bit cooler so I can have a fire.
Still a little warm.
I want a fire in the fireplace and watch the rain as I'm drinking a scotch or a
And
whiskey.
with the rain and it still being a little warm, the humidity is really like...
So, today we have a very special whiskey, and I hope that you will enjoy this episode. Do hit that like and subscribe. It means so much to me. Well, I suppose it means some to you, but... So this is the American Craft Distillers whiskey from the Lynchburg Distillery. So this is a distillery that is literally a stone's throw away from the Jack Daniel's Distillery. So you have the Jack Daniel's Distillery on one side of the town, and the town is super small. Lynchburg is super small. It's basically one... downtown area is just one circle around the courthouse, one row of buildings around the courthouse. And on the other side, in one of the buildings around the courthouse, is the Lynchburg Distillery. And quite a few people don't even know it's there. They just bypass it. They go to Jack Daniel's and get their Jack Daniel's merch, buy some bottles at the distillery, and move on out. And so they're missing out. I think, because I have not had this. We just now opened it. But I'm really excited. This is from the Lynchburg Distillery, like I say, in Lynchburg, Tennessee. It is a whiskey. The cost is $20. It's a 40% or 80 proof and aged 2 years. At least 2 years.
What was the proof on it?
40-80. 40%, or yeah, 40%, proof? 80 proof. They also have some other things, some shines and stuff, but... when I was there, I was getting tapped out. That was our trip where we came home with over 100 bottles on the truck. And so we just left the distillery, Jack Daniel's Distillery, where I bought a bunch of Jack Daniel's. And so I was trying to start moderating some of my purchases.
If you would have got pulled over, the cop would have, what are you up to there, son?
They would have heard the Smoking the Bandit music playing. So I didn't get a lot of their shines, their moonshines, but we do have this. And so, kind of cool. Like I say, it is 40% 80 proof, $20, which is a reasonable price. So that's going to make it a 4-barrel on cost. One of the things I need to learn is to not pour so much.
Well, it just depends on how you're feeling at the moment.
All right, here we go. So, for those of you new to the show, off to the side here, there will be how we rate cost, aroma, flavor, and bite. Actually, it's got a lot of notes, like Jack Daniel's, but a lot of notes that are very familiar with... like a true, almost Kentucky bourbon. I'm getting that dark cherry, some mint, some oakiness.
It's got that really strong alcohol.
Yeah, it's got some medicinal to it. I want to say an apricot or a light fruit.
Maybe a little herbal tea.
Yeah, I'm gonna say actually I was gonna say apricot, but I think more banana. And just hints of tobacco. It's not... It's a 3 aroma.
That's what I put.
I think potentially, and we'll try it with some water in just a bit, potentially better than a 3, but it's not outstanding. It's not completely.
Yeah, the thing that I can't get over is just like the alcohol. It's like kind of every time I smell it, that's what hits me first instead of some of the other.
Yeah. It's not bad. Are you just checking to make sure the camera's on? Cody just suddenly freaked out and looked at the camera. It's cooling, minty.
Mint, a nice, like, probably like a oaky.
Okay.
And it's got a little cinnamon.
Reminds me of like an evergreen forest. Not like a juniper, but... So it's oaky, it's earthy, it's got that...
Yeah, it's got that earthy kind of like...
Yeah. And you said hints of cinnamon. It also is a little bit chemical. So that medicinal. And I can tell that it reasonably would be assured, just from blind tasting, that this is a Tennessee whiskey. It doesn't have that richness of maple, molasses, and tobacco and leather that a Kentucky whiskey has, or even, like a Texas whiskey or MGP or something. It's a really decent whiskey for $20. I'm gonna say probably 3s across the board.
I gave it a 3.5. I think because the aroma was throwing me off so much that the flavor and the bite's not bad at all.
So I give it 13 points, and you're giving it 14. So that's basically a 3.5 barrel, and a lot of that's being pushed by the cost being so inexpensive. So I'm fine with that. At 3.5, I think it makes the cut. It's pretty decent. It's not spectacular.
Oh,
but
no.
it's really decent. I think that if I were going to have a choice between Jack Daniels and this, I'd choose this.
I'd probably take this for sure.
But once we get into some of the higher Jack Daniels, I'd probably not.
But for the cost, because Jack Daniels like 18, $20, and this is like $20. So.
And this is a really small distillery. So they're doing a really good job.
The water didn't really do anything with the aroma.
Who knows? I don't know, but they could actually be sourcing it from Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels, they just take a wheelbarrow down there, fill it up.
And it says distilled and bottled, so it's not sourced, but that would be funny though, wouldn't it? They got this pipeline under this town. All right, so what we haven't done is listen to Cody, because he's not a Jack Daniels fan. There's a couple that he's liked, but overall, he's not really of a Tennessee fan when it comes to their whiskey. But he hasn't voiced his opinion on this. Sir? He's giving it the thumbs up.
The water on the aroma doesn't really do anything.
No.
It kind of brings out the richness in the flavor, though.
Takes away a little of the medicinal. So it's not really bringing the richness out, it's taking the medicinal away.
I'm saying the flavor.
He's about ready to dump vodka in there. Or he's washing his palate out with vodka. Who knows what Cody's doing. All right, so tell us what you think of the Lynchburg Distillers American Craft Whiskey, or American Craft Distilling. I've not really figured out this name. It says American Craft Distillers of Lynchburg Distillery Whiskey.
So we got it. It's whiskey.
Yeah, got lots of different names. So we're going to call it whiskey from American Craft Distillers.
Can you get this
which is the distillers
elsewhere?
I don't think so.
I think it's like a
distillery
there.
Only. Leave that in the comment if you know. All you people that go to Tennessee and or live there and know this, leave that in the comment. Can you get this anywhere besides the distillery there in Lynchburg? I don't know. Lynchburg's a really cool area because it's a dry county. So you can only buy Jack Daniels in the Jack Daniels distillery, or you can buy it in this distillery. Otherwise, you can't buy.
You got to go across the county line.
I think it's completely dry. No beer or wine either. I could be wrong on the beer part, but I think it's completely dry, and it's been dry since like the 1890s, 1900s. It went dry just before Prohibition, so
that's
maybe
rough.
1910s.
That's rough.
Yeah, it's rough. So, yeah, tell us what you think. Hopefully you have a great week. It's a Tuesday, so week's almost halfway over. Enjoy your whiskey for National Bourbon Month. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for coffee. Thursday, we're going to do a fabulous scotch I'm super excited about. And then on Friday, we have a cocktail. Make sure you watch that cocktail episode. We have a challenge that has been put forth to Cody that I'm super excited that we can meet that challenge because he's going to hate it. All right. Remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. That's pretty
good.
Decent whiskey. 3.5. Cheers.
Laters.